Grinder?
Where's your grinder?
Uh, you might want to use my cutting.
This flat piece is just slightly too wide.
I know. Nah, you don't need no grinder.
But you could use a grinder to just
I
flatten this
got
out.
my wheel.
Yeah, you got something. I know you got something.
You gotta use my cutter puncher that I use to put the antennas on the back of the 63 like that. Gotta poke a hole. Hold up real quick.
Because it wouldn't take that much.
No, no, no. Not that. Not that. Okay. Where is them brews at? Ricardo Gonzalez. Shalawan. Francis Johnson. Seth T. Stephanie Hodge. Sister Nay on me. Shalawan, my family. The water, Ricardo. I appreciate you. Right? I don't know. Maybe it's that regimen, huh? Glory to the Most High. See something real. See something real quick. Oh, I see somebody in here. Nah, but that'll work. That'll work. You gotta be careful though. You gotta be more than careful. It's been out in the sun and in the rain for I don't know how long. Yeah, I mean, but you'll tear the whole back of that trailer up though with that one. That's aggressive. I'm not cutting this. We're cutting that. Oh, you trying to cut that? I was gonna make a bigger hole. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna make a bigger hole. Make a bigger hole where? Who that? Y'all call into the line. Is the number on there? Yeah. Yeah, the number's on the screen. Eric, Shalom, Romans 10 and 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved. Please, please make yourself salvageable for the Most High, huh? Man, that's the only reason I say anything that I say, y'all. That reason right there, right? You know, my only prayer is like Paul said, Romans 10 from the top be the same reason that I bear. Yeah, right? What song is that? Who knows? Lord, hold my hand while I run this race. Real quick, call into the line real quick. Let me call into the line. Get in here to the iron. What you about to do? You about to get in here to the iron? I'm about to get in here to the iron. We're pleased to welcome you to today's call. Please enter your conference ID and press the pound key. Please enter your host PIN and press the pound key. There are two parties in the conference. And 3. Come on, y'all. Don't be shy.
The conference is now in presentation mode.
Presentation mode. Get it from caller 1. 602. That sound like Phoenix. Shalom 602. You live. All praises. Next is 808. Shalom 808. You live.
Shalom, shalom, brother Bronze. This is Naomi.
Shalom. Oh, there she is. How are you, my sister? How are you, my sister?
I'm so good. Yeah, I'm so good, brother Bronze. I'm so good. I usually say Naomi, but yeah, it's pronounced Naomi.
Naomi. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a Benjamite sister over here in Hawaii. Um, you might have thought I was Naphtali, but yeah, Benjamite, just residing over here, my cousin's land. You know what I'm saying? For now.
I could dig it. I could dig that. What's it like over there?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's a beautiful place to live. You know, the sun is shining. Over on the side of the island that I live on, it rains. It can rain a bit, but it's more of the community side of the island. The other side of the island is more touristy. So yeah, no, it's really nice over here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up right there. How long you been over there?
I've been here for about 8 years.
Oh, okay. You ain't no tourist.
Yep. Right.
You've been there.
Right. Exactly.
You know your way around those parts.
Right. Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
But I'm about to move, Brother Bronze. I'm about to move. I was going to mention this at the end of my call, but since we're on the topic,
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to move to Africa next month.
Mm.
So,
Where?
I was going to ask you for prayers. I'm going to be in Tanzania when I first arrive, and then I plan to work my way up to Ghana. And, ultimately, I want to be wherever Ibrahim Traore is at, because he's doing big things for his people, for our people. And, I want to be a part of that in some way. So we'll see what the Most High's will is for me, though, ultimately.
All praise it to the Most High. I'm gonna make my way there soon. I'm pretty sure. Right?
Yes. What part? South Africa?
Johannesburg.
Johannesburg, right. I remember you were mentioning that you had some land or a farm trying to get going on over there.
Johannesburg. 2 brothers, man.
That's great.
2 brothers reached out. Apparently they know something about Brother Bronze in in South Africa. I'm excited.
Yes.
People who go over there, they act like they don't want to come back, like they've been to the Electric Blue or something. You know what I'm saying? So hey,
Yes.
maybe I won't want to come back over here when I go over there. So
Right.
yeah, they
Well,
talk
I'm glad I
about.
got your email address.
Huh? Say that again.
I'm glad I got your email address.
Oh, all praises. All praises.
You know?
Yeah, we live every Tuesday and Thursday right here. You know.
Yes. And I was going to say, I know that you want people to call in, and I think that's great that everyone can call in and communicate. I just would ask that you keep it on the recording as well, on the live recording, so that way I can still watch, because when I'm in Africa, I won't be able to call in unless you have, like, if you connect the number to WhatsApp or something like that. That's the only way I'll be able to call in. So if you could keep it on the live, that'd be great, so that I can still be a part of everything,
Right. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna come in like this. Matter of fact, I'm even trying to figure out ways to do it better. Hold on, let me hit this record button.
Call recording is on.
Okay. Yeah.
hmm
Praise the Most High. Where was you at before you went to Hawaii?
I was in California. I lived in Oakland, San Leandro, Del Norte, and I worked in the city. So I hopped around the bay a bit and worked in the city primarily while I was there. But I was born and raised in Pennsylvania. I was born in New York, but raised in Pennsylvania.
That's what's up.
So I spent most of my life in Pennsylvania.
PA. Huh? NY
Yep.
to PA to CA. I could dig it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you come into this truth.
I came in 2020.
Mm.
I got baptized in February of 2021 in Ohio, Yeshaya. There was a pastor here on the island who was willing to baptize me in the true names. And so that was amazing. He practices the Shabbat, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so he baptized me in the true names. And, so I've been on this journey really since 2021.
Mm-hmm. Pros and cons. What's your ups and downs? Let's talk about the downs first.
Yeah, the downs.
Have that roll went sour in your belly yet? You know how that
Yeah, I
feels?
mean, when you think about when you think about the things that are transpiring in the world, and you see things happening around you, and you want to have people that you can communicate about it with,
Mm-hmm.
and there's very few. It's a small number, like the people that I can communicate about the truth of the world and the things that are happening is very small number, and so sometimes you feel alone, and sometimes you feel like you don't have anyone that you can really talk to on a regular basis of some substance, of knowledge of the truth, and so there's that side of it of feeling like you're alone, even though we know that the Most High is always with us, so we're never alone. So it's kind of funny, but there are those moments of feeling like you're alone, or loneliness. Um, I don't want to say that this is a con because it's actually a pro, but the initial sort of experience of it may feel like a con, where you're seeing yourself and the truth of the wickedness of your own heart.
Yeah.
While you're in this truth, the filth starts to come out and come to the surface, and you have to look at it. You have to stare it in the face and say, "Okay, I need to change this. I need to do something about this because this cannot enter into the kingdom." And so it's a training of self, right? It's always self-reflecting, allowing the Ruach to come in and tell you things, and to hear the Ruach, to Shemai the Ruach, to hear and obey, right? So it's like, it's a training ground.
Yeah.
And the realest of that is having to look at yourself and all the things that are in you that are not of the Most High.
Uh-huh.
So those can be challenging. And the pros, of course, is knowing the Most High and understanding what love and charity is and working to exude that, to embody it and to emit it, for it to come from you and for other people to be affected by it.
Mm-hmm.
So those would be the pros for me. It's like, as I've been watching your videos and you go through the scriptures and you bring out the understanding so we can get edification in that, it has really moved me in such a way that I start to think more of how I can be more charitable, how I can be more loving towards, of course, my brothers and my sisters and people that I don't know. And I just have been able to understand things on a deeper level since I've been watching your videos. All praises to the Most High, because I've been very childish most of my life. I've seen, like, even my elder. I have an elder, and he's been trying to tell me since I came in this truth. He's been trying to tell me ways of coming. You need to have a circumcised heart. It's like, thinking of others before yourself. Like, he's told me time and time and time again, but I still just wasn't getting it because there's something selfish within me still. There's something that I wanted, something fleshly that I desire within myself, that I couldn't get past that. I couldn't see what he was really trying to convey to me. My heart wasn't right. My spirit wasn't right. And then as I was watching your videos, something clicked. Something just clicked. I don't know, man. Maybe it's because you've been to the electric blue. I don't know, but it just hit. And I'm like, okay, no, this is it. Now I'm starting to understand what it looks like and what it's supposed to be. And it's just now having a constant practice of that, always looking for ways that I can serve. And I still got stuff to work out. I still see little things that show up in me like, oop, nope, that's not good. Oop, nope, I don't like that. Oop, where did that come from? Right? And try to work those things out. But it's a journey, and I just praise the Most High for you, Brother Bronze, because I have been able to really see how 1 Corinthians 13 is the most important chapter in the whole book. No joke. And I'm working towards that.
It's the one. It is the one. That's the chapter right there. Oh, I was so messed up when I got back here. Man, I wish somebody took a picture of me. I wish my wife put a camera on me or something, because I know I was looking crazy. Oh, I was tranced out for a good while. And it was scrambled. I did not know the Bible for a minute. I didn't know it. And then I got eager to tie the book to what I had been through, and that was the chapter. 1 Corinthians chapter 13. That was the first peek I got, through the curtain, tying the earth to my experience with the Bible, through the Bible. It was over after that. I was like, this is the whole book. And this is everything that gets you there. Because that's all I was thinking about is, because, I had some good experience in talking to you guys and, talking about the things that I thought got us to the kingdom. Right? So, man, when it was time to talk about this, I was like, okay, how do I convey this? How do I explain how to get here? And at that point it was like at that point it was like, yeah, that's it. And it just became more and more clear every day, And also, the Father was snatching me back in that realm, you know, often. I say 2-3 times a week, he put me back in there. I get this tunnel vision while I'm sitting in my seat, and I just trance out. Just trance out, man, and go back there and receive something else from out of that realm. So all praises to the Most High. Like I said, that chapter, it it ties to everything righteous in the book that we have to do. You can't miss. You know, you said circumcise the heart. What are we cutting off when we circumcise the heart? And that's all I do all day. As me, you, and I am, when we talk Bible, I'm just listening and I'm like, how does that not tie into 1 Corinthians chapter 13? Constantly, that's what's on my mind. And just now you said circumcise the heart. And I was like, if I had to tie that to 1 Corinthians chapter 13, what part would I tie that to? I would tie that to the part where he said, I put away childish things. That's what you're circumcising off of the heart. That's that fat that you're cutting off from around the heart. Right? Our heart is what we feel with. And you got a whole bunch of fat around it. I mean, those are the things that you're dealing with that don't need to be there. They don't need to be on your heart. It's a lot of bull we have on our hearts, right? What is it? Jeremiah 17:9. Right? The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Yeah, we gotta cut that stuff off. And when you cutting it off, when you cutting off that foreskin of the heart, what are you cutting off? Childish things. You're putting away those childish things. Right? And yeah, it's beautiful, man. I just need my few out of this earth, right? I don't know who they are, but I need them. I need y'all. Uh, I don't want to take over the world. I'm here for my few. I'm here for the few that the Father ordained for me. Come on, let's roll. And let's get on up out of here. Right? All praises to the Most High. Let's go to this eternity. With a heart full of love. And a mind full of what? Thinketh no evil. Everybody. Right? Whoever. I don't want nobody to go anywhere else. Yeah. That's all it is. I want everybody, man. I don't care what you did to me or nothing, Get yourself right and let's get this kingdom, That's all it's about. But, yeah. Let me see. What is this? TSP 92 and 78. What is that? The Book of Mormon or something, JD? What you dropping in this chat? My guy, Josiah Says Khan. Sometimes I'll be at work. Can't catch it all. It's all good. If I put it up, uh, it's going to stay up. If I take it down, it's because I'm editing it. So don't worry. You can't miss nothing here. I ain't into taking stuff down and nah. We gonna keep them up. You know. Yeah, but you were saying earlier, about feeling alone, things like that. We don't gotta feel like that. You know. Yeah, you don't gotta feel separated. Or I guess in the beginning you do. Or if you're going through something deep, you do. Even Christ wandered off into the desert for 40 days. You know, but yeah, I don't feel like that. I used to feel like that. Uh, the more you grow in the spirit, the more you're able to blend back into the world without worrying. In the beginning, everything is a threat, but you relax. That's what the love does. I noticed that before that love hits you, everybody's a threat to you. And everybody wants to do something to you. And everybody wants to somehow knock you off of the path. Or somebody wants to fool you somehow. So, you get like a turtle in a shell. But the more you hit these levels in this spirituality, it becomes about love. And it's like, it's too late to turn me. It's too late to do anything to me. But I tell you what, I'm going to flip you. I'm going to turn you. You're going to get about this love. you know? You want to hug everybody. And it's about togetherness. Come, bring your flaws. Let's clean them up. But before that love hit, you like, ugh. Get away from me, right? Come over here with that filth, right? When that love hits you, you like, yeah, more filth. Bring the filth. Bring the filth. I got some stuff over here that I scrub with. Bring that filth.
Yeah.
And then that's when Christ, he takes over. That's when Christ has taken over. And yeah. And there's so many people out there, man. We reverence these people, and they have the authority in the earth of Christ. But these guys are scared, man. They're afraid of you. They're scared of you. They need bodyguards and stuff. If one of my brothers want to do something to me, I must deserve it. Do your thing. Right? Do your thing. And that's another thing about fear. Oh, man. Something's only going to happen to you once. I mean, you're only going to die once, or not in my situation. What am I saying? Haha. But you only die once, I mean, you only die once where you don't come back. I'll say it like that. You only die once.
Right.
And this is what it's like. You're afraid and you live your life paranoid. You're paranoid. Everything is spooky. It's a spook around every corner, right? Oh, right? And you're watching all out. That's to be careful for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
What you're so afraid of, you know? Be careful for nothing. That's how you know who has accepted the Most High. You fall backwards and you don't try to break your fall. You just fall backward, right? You ain't
Mm-hmm.
afraid. You ain't scared to fall back when you know the Most High's hands is back there to catch you, right? But
Right.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, we be scared of everything, man, and uh, you spending every day like that. When I believe you don't have an extra moment on earth than the one you was born with. He knows our beginning and our end, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
So he knows when you're coming and when you're going. I don't believe you have another minute to be on earth after the minutes that he gave you are up. Right? So, wherever you're at that moment, see you later. Wherever you at, whatever you doing, maybe, and I think a lot of people are driving down the highway, right? So all of a sudden, the cars around you do something stupid, and you got a 5-car pileup, right? See ya. Maybe you're the crocodile hunter and you fooling around with a stingray. Which a stingray don't kill nobody. That was, you know how strange that was to get killed by a stingray. But you in real life are the crocodile hunter. You jump in shallow water with crocodiles and flip them up and tie them up and do wrestling moves on them and tie their mouth all up and tie their hands and feet up. You know what I'm saying? That's who you are. But you get took
Mm-hmm.
out by a stingray. See what I'm saying? That's crazy. Wherever
Mm-hmm.
you at,
Mm-hmm.
ain't no such thing as no freak accident. It was time to go.
Right.
You're an
Yeah, that's
electrician.
right.
You've been an electrician for 35 years, 39 years. But for some reason, this day, you don't make it home from work. How you get zapped? Forgot to check something. Out of here, right? You got a certain amount
Mm-hmm.
of moments to be on this earth. And that's when you're gonna go. And when that time comes, ain't no running. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You ain't gonna be able to work your way out of it or nothing. You just gotta submit to your destiny, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what you look like done spent your whole life scared, thinking death was around every corner, right? Don't live like that. Let it come that one time, it's gonna come. So that's the way I see fear. Scared for what? Yeah.
Yeah, most I didn't give us the spirit of that.
Yeah, that's the other guy. That's the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. She already told us why she moving to Africa, JD.
The most High's calling me over there, you know. It's like I've had dreams about it, and when it was finally time for me to go, everything just set up so beautifully, man. The Most High was just like, yes, okay, now you're listening. Because I was holding back and I was waiting. I was trying to wait for my family to get together so they could come with me and all this stuff. And even my family was like, what you waiting for, man?
Yeah.
Most I said, you ain't supposed to be waiting on people. It's time for you to go, man. If you love your brother, your mother, your uncle, your daddy, your sister, more than me, you're not worthy. No, it's time to go. When the Most High speaks, you gotta listen.
Right. Yep. Well, keep in touch. Let us know how everything is going.
Definitely, yeah. I will make sure to email you. I'll probably have to communicate with you via email since I won't be able to call in unless you get WhatsApp. So yeah, we could do the email, and then when you're over there, it'll be great to meet up, and meet you. That'll be a wonderful experience. I'd love that.
Yeah. What I'm gonna start doing is doing like a Zoom or something. So if you got a camera and the internet, you'll be able to link in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that. I love that, Brother Ron. Please do that.
You'll be able to chime in.
That's great.
Distance don't separate us.
That's it.
All right. Is it a place that
Brother Ron.
Is it a place that'll be safe during the tribulation? Yes, Brother Elder Perry. It's a
Hey,
place.
man, the Most High said.
Go ahead.
The Most High said, I'm bringing the woman, right, with large eagle wings, okay, to a place in the wilderness where she'll be fed for 3.5 years, right? It's like, what's those large eagle wings, right? Sounds like an airplane to me. I'm just saying.
Yeah, possibly. But believe it or not, there's creatures and things. This book is literal. If it says something, that's what it means. I don't even think he liked airplanes.
Okay, I hear you.
I don't think we was meant to be even doing that. But because people die in those, right? What's the wages of sin?
Death. Death.
I don't think we're supposed to be in these cars either. That's the leading cause of death. I don't think he wanted us in the big, heavy steel mobile doing 90 miles per. I don't think he wanted us doing that. Or he would have probably made a donkey that does that moves like that. I don't know, but and that's why the Amish live the way that they live. If it could kill you, but you could fall off a donkey, huh? Land on your neck. You out of there. So, that's how we apply it. That's how we look at it. And if you're indecisive, it's because he don't care. He ain't on you about that. Now, when you're convicted and you can't do something because it bothers your mind that much, then that's him talking to you. Don't do that thing or else you'll be, what do they say all the time? I should have listened to my first mind. Yeah.
Right.
Your first mind is him. First is I. The number one is the I, your I mind. My first mind, my I mind, right? That's your God mind. That's your higher mind, right? Yeah. Yeah. You got something else for us tonight? Or that's it?
No, I'm not going to take up any more of your time, brother.
Okay, don't worry about that.
I'm not going to take up no more time.
Let's get it out here if we, Don't worry about no time,
Well,
right? But I'm trying to think of everything that you said. Right? I think that's all
well,
I wanted to know.
I think it is really important, like you were saying, you know, what the scriptures are saying about being circumspect, um, because Hasatan is walking around like a roaring lion,
Mm-hmm.
looking to devour whom he may. So it's important for us to pay attention to when these things start to show up, that we used to do. They want to creep back in some way. You smoke a little weed and all of a sudden you start wanting to do things you used to do and you're like, oh, whoa, I can't be smoking weed no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, we got to put these things away. The Most High is calling us out of all of that, to be sober-minded and to be vigilant. So I just wanted to mention that because what you was talking about the other day when you was bringing out the scriptures about iniquity on iniquity, sin on sin. And, it's like we used to do these things. Our members used to be involved in these things. But now we're bringing our members unto righteousness and holiness, be set apart, and that looks different than what everyone else is doing in the world. So
It's holy. It's just as strange as if you just seen a man walk into the clouds on some on some invisible stairs. Right? It's just as strange as that. It's an anomaly, like what? Did you see dude just walk into the sky on them stairs? That's what it means to be holy. That's how rare you are.
Right.
It ain't many like you. And if it is, it's you're far and few in between. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it means to be set apart. You're different, peculiar, all of those words. Special. What makes you special? Oh man, there's 20,000 of one type. There's 10,000 of another type. There's 5,000 of, but there's only like one or two or three of you. Right? You see one and it's like, whoa, I never seen nothing like that. And then you go who knows how many more years and you see a second one and it's like, whoa, I seen one like that a long time ago. And then you see a third one and it's like, man, I only seen two other ones like you in my life. That's special. This is my special shirt, right? I don't have a lot of special shirts. I have this shirt. When I whip this shirt out, it's going down, right? when I wanna wear this one, Yeah. That's what it is to be special, peculiar, holy, set apart, portioned off. Yeah. And be okay with being strange, man. And and that's what it's time to do. It's time to get pretty, y'all. It's time to get fancy because I seen it before. When I came into this truth, we didn't know what to do, and I could see how the Hebrew community looked at me. I don't know what it was. I don't know, probably because I was rapping, but you didn't have to do much. I had to seek, man. When I came in this truth, I didn't have nobody that I could just look at and said, okay, that's how we supposed to be in this truth, right? So I can imagine that, when I displayed that, that's how it got jumped on, and that whole persona was after Ya'ak, that whole outfit, right? That whole lingo and all of that, man. And I was just looking, I was just sitting back looking, and it's like, wow, this brother don't even know me. This brother never even met me right here, talking to me, and what I know people wasn't speaking until I start speaking it, right? The words I was using and the Hebrew I was bringing out and all of that, all of that. And man, all praises to the Most High. The Most High saw that. Not only did he saw that, but he ordained it all and he set it all up. Right? And it's a beautiful thing, And what I'm saying is, let's go, y'all. We had a hater over us and all of that, and who heart wasn't pure and things like that. I'm ready to pull this pure heart out. The stuff that's gonna get you saved, right? And the stuff that even while you live on this earth, you're gonna be blessed. Cause I spent a lot of blessed years, man. And I dealt with the Most High on so tight a level even before my experience. He used to just do things. I would say something in my head and he would do it right in front of me. All of that, All of that. Make it rain. Stop the rain. I remember this one hot day, man. It was so hot. And I meant it with my whole soul. I was driving down the street and I just pulled over and I put my face in my hand and I said, man, Father, please, just for the day. I promise you, clouds came out of nowhere and closed up the sky and it cooled off and it started raining. And I said, wow. Right? That's my first time telling anybody about that. But it wasn't a cloud in the sky. But I'm in the car and I pull over. And I just that's how hot it was. I put my face in my hands and I just spent a minute like that and I was just in agony. And I'm like, Father, it is hot. Man, it's so hot, Father. Right? And I thought about it. It was a thought like, man, some rain would be nice right now. It's so hot. And, man, I drove back off and, you can't see the sky in a car. But I peeked out the car and it was like I saw clouds. And they never stopped coming and closing up the sky. And I promise you, a good 2 minutes, it starts sprinkling. Had to turn on my wipers. It cooled off. It was cool, and I just appreciated it.
Praise God.
But you can really do that though. That's that faith that I really believe it could move a mountain. Right? If it's the grain of a mustard seed, right? Which is very small. So when you could barely see it, how do you even pick that up? Some people can't even pinch a mustard seed, right? Your thumbs are too big, But that's very small. But if it got big enough for you to see that, then you could uproot a mountain and move it. I don't want that mountain over there. I want it over here. And if you could see that mustard seed on your palm, that mountain will uproot itself and move where you want it to move. So what is that telling us? Will your faith ever be big enough for you to see with your eyes? No. But what that is telling us that even though you can't see it, it's sitting right there on your palm. You can't see it and you might not be able to move no mountain, but you could do everything else. You could do everything else with it. And I took my mustard seed and I made myself righteous. That's what I wanted. That's what I did with my faith. If you believe you could do it, then the Most High is on board. If it lines up and if it's all the way righteous, if it ain't nothing wrong, if it ain't going to hurt you, and if it's going to please him, he's going to make that happen. You know? Like, how do you work 10 years wanting to keep a Sabbath? You know? You've had the same job for all of these years. Why you ain't willed yourself to be able to stay home and keep that Sabbath? You know? I've done that. I put my head together with brothers who was really broke down and really wanted to do that. In the beginning, I remember back in the days, you know, or their beginning. I remember that back in the days, joining heads with a brother, you know, really hurting about that and praying on it and locking in on it. And sure enough, I get the call. Guess what, Huck? My boss, he gave me the Sabbath off, Huck. Gave me the Sabbath off. You know? And now here we are voluntarily running out the door crack of dawn in the morning to blow the Sabbath. Yeah, but you know, that's what I wanted, you know. I wanted to please the Most High. I didn't ask for nothing for myself. Father, how do I please you? Right? And he made that happen. You know? So take advantage of your prayer, people, and take advantage. What is your other you have your prayer, and then you have your other collateral, which is what? Your obedience. And if you don't have obedience, pray for the obedience. And if you don't feel like you can pray for the obedience, then pray for the right to be able to pray for the obedience. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing stopping you. Ain't nothing stopping you. Take your mind and conquer, because that's him. He's in our mind. He has me saying everything I'm saying right now. I didn't think this up. He's using me, right? He's coming through this flesh. And I'm looking at the world, y'all, and it's, you know, this is the world that we're willing to ourselves. But we have a God in the sky. And we need to learn how to lean on him and get him to move on our behalf. And why are we getting him to move on our behalf? Because it's going to serve him. Not us. Him. And once we get him served, the little junk we want ain't nothing. He gonna snap his finger for that. Right? Ain't nothing gonna be able to hold them blessings back. Nobody can stop your blessings. So when I see people scary and stuff like that, I know they don't know the Most High. How you scared somebody taking something from you that the Most High don't want them to take from you? Nobody can take nothing from you unless the Most High want them to take that thing from you, right? And when I see you scared of that, it's because I know automatically it's because you lying and you ain't right with him, right? Shout out to anybody who ever called themselves my leader. Lead that, right? All praises to the Most High. You know? Yeah, but I'm sorry. I done went on a wild rant. I apologize. But that's the way you do it, though. You know what I'm saying? We got all the time in the world. Yeah. Don't come in here worried about time, baby. Just let it fly. You know? All praises.
And I mean, those words are correction and reproof for whoever hears them, you know, correction and reproof. So, you know, it's like, okay, you hear that, it's like gets that person straight. Even if the so-called leaders don't hear it, or they do hear it, but it doesn't convict their spirit. It convicts somebody else's spirit. It was for that person. So, yeah, much appreciated, Brother Bronze.
Mm-hmm.
Praise the higher.
Praise the higher. Much love to you, sis. I'm glad to have got this conversation in with you on this evening. I do appreciate you. I do love you. I would love to meet you. We're going to send prayers up. Everybody send prayers up for our sister Naomi that she have traveling mercies to Africa. You know? And that you make it there well and, you know, tap back in with us and let us know how it's going over there. And I'm still looking for somebody to go check out. I got 2 plots of land for us to check out. So anybody going to South Africa by way of Johannesburg, you know, we got fam out there. You know, we got fam out there. I would love for y'all to go check out this land. And if everything is everything, I'll be right behind you. You know, and if nobody goes before I go, then I'm going to just go for a vacation. But yeah, I'm looking at getting up out of here. Not because I'm running from nobody, but just because, yeah, I want to see a place that ain't my captivity, you know? In a place where, you know, it ain't so many ingredients and things like this and hidden starches and, you know? Granulated sugar, clean food. I heard the food and the water and stuff is just like, man, as soon as you put it in your body, it's like rejuvenating. Right?
Healing, yes, it's healing. Absolutely.
Yeah. I want to see some of that, you know? See some of that freedom. You know, so, yeah, I'm looking at that too, man. I'm looking at that.
All right, Brother Bronze.
All right, Sister Shalom.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah, Shalom to you. I love you too. Thank you for the call.
Absolutely. Shalom.
Shalom.
All praises to the Most High. Georgia is in the building. 706 area code. You live.
Shalom, Brother Bronze. Shalom.
Shalom. Who is that?
This Brother Dawson.
All praises. How we doing tonight, my brother?
That's Brother Bronze. My brother. Me and the kids here just listening to you, Brother Bronze. It's a pleasure. All glory and honor, you know, to the Most High. You know, it was I think it was a few weeks back we called in and, you know, and we tell you we were sitting here with the kids and now they so excited, Brother Bronze. They sit down, they want to introduce themselves. You know,
praise.
Me and the wife sent some, yes sir, me and the wife sent some pictures of the past, you know, the past Passovers and everything from the past, and basically, you know, you answered that back, all praises to the Most High, and you said you wanted us to just, you know, identify the kids, because, you know, God himself says, suffer not the kids, you know, and I come on to you, and they so excited, Brother Brown, so I was just thinking about just letting them introduce themselves.
Oh, praise,
you know,
to the Most.
because you made yes, Brother Barnes, you made an impact on them too. Not only with music, you know, just I'm seeing you one-on-one, you know, and so what I can do, I can turn it over to them, but all praises to the Most High, man, just for an opportunity just to be on this platform. So I can start it off with my 18-year-old, and we can just wake it down, Brother Braun.
Shalom, Brother
Shalom. Shalom, my family. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing pretty good. How old are you?
That's great. I'm 18.
18?
Yes, sir, I'm 18.
All praises to the Most
And I'm
High.
looking to be baptized.
Oh, yeah? You got baptized,
Yes,
huh?
indeed.
Yeah.
I'm looking to be.
Oh, you looking to be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going to have to make that happen. ASAP.
Yes, sir.
God.
Yeah.
God.
So what we doing? You coming here
I
or
just
I'm
want to thank
going?
you for all the wise words.
You coming here or I'm going there?
Where are we going? I would love to. I would love to come to California.
All praises. Talk to Dad. If you can't come here, I'll go there.
Absolutely.
God.
All right, we're gonna figure that one out.
God.
But I love like the wise words. I appreciate them. And as far as the music, I'm stuck on the Salt and Love Your Enemies right now. Ask my parents. That's what I promise. I told my mom, hey, the graduation song got to be the Salt. The Salt.
All praises to the Most High. And love your enemies. Oh, I was jumping out the window. I was jumping out the window when I wrote that song. Nobody likes that song.
I love that song.
Love your enemies, huh? You got that electric blue heart, huh?
Just know I know, Brother Brian.
All praises to the Most High.
Just know I know.
All right, I love you so much. I can't wait to meet you.
I love you too, Brother Brian. I can't wait to meet you too.
All praises.
Introduce him.
Yeah.
Oh, my little brother wants to speak to you as well.
Let's do it.
Shalom, Brother Brian.
Shalom. Shalom, my brother. How we doing?
We're doing good. How about you?
I can't complain. Moving at the speed he ordained. You know? That's all it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You in school?
You leave.
Say what?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay.
Yes, sir, I am.
Yeah, it's a lag in the line or something. But what grade you in?
Second grade or third grade.
Oh, okay. How old are you?
8.
Okay. We coming all ages, baby. Oh, that's so beautiful, man. Oh, that's gorgeous right there. Yeah. Yeah, can't wait.
Okay.
So you got about 5 more years before you hit that age of accountability, and then it's going to be time for you to get in that water, too.
Yes, sir. Kai.
Yeah, yeah. How this truth been treating you?
Huh?
How the truth been treating you?
Very good.
Very good. You like serving your
Yeah,
Shia?
I had to take. So I have to express myself.
That's right. That's right.
All right, I got the paper right here.
Come on with it.
Okay. It's Shabbat. Shalom, Brother Brian. It's a good thing what you do. You keep your nice songs going. I just want to thank you for us joining the platform of I Am so we can express ourselves spiritually. My name is Kimani, and so all praises to the Most High. All hail the King God.
All praises to the Most High. Woo! Hayabah Shem Yeshaya Wawawak. Dash could come a wife, huh?
Brother Brown, they were so nervous. They had to write down. They were so excited and so nervous, you know, and they had to write down thinking they would have forgot what they wanted to say to express themselves, man.
Yeah. Tell them I'm nervous too.
Yeah, they wanted.
I don't know what to say. I'm over here speechless. Oh, I don't want to say nothing.
Say you nervous too.
I don't want to break their heart.
But LeBron said he ain't gonna break your heart. So you nervous too. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't want to say nothing that's something that they didn't want me to say.
Okay.
Brother Brian, I also wanted to say that I can like design T-shirts and things. Mm-hmm. If you would ever need anybody to do that, I'm your girl.
Send it.
I think his wife will do that too.
Send it. We will put it on Fringes. I don't care what it look like. Right? Just cause you did it, it looks fabulous. So yeah.
Love that. Brother Brian.
Let's do it. Sis Mad will put it on the front of a shirt and put some fringes on it.
Absolutely. That sounds wonderful.
The water. The water.
Oh, praise to the higher. You got that off the top.
You got that off the top.
Kai.
Brother Bronze, I have a next daughter here who would love to introduce herself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they feel honored, you know, they listen to your music and just your live and what you have going on. And I just feel that it's only fair for them to just basically, you know, express themselves because you have always given us in the past. So the past owes them that avenue where no one is above anyone, how young, you know, we could just come and express ourselves to you when you walk through. So, you know, just as you always used to flop through in her time for everybody, this is their moment now, you know. Just watching you live now and just could reflect back and go back to each one of your lives, man, it's a blessing out of them because sometimes they'll just organically just go to it, you know, just pull up one from you before you started, and it always got some type of spiritual nugget or reassert you or redirect you, you know, on if you fall off, you know, and that's a beautiful thing. So this is my next daughter right here. I can let her introduce herself. And tell you Shalom. Go ahead. That's Brother Bronze.
Hey, Brother Bronze, it's Tajane.
All right. Who?
Tajane.
Tajane? I got a daughter named
Yes,
Rajane.
sir.
Huh?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Brother Bronze.
And 25 years old.
25 years old? Oh, we grown.
Yes, sir. I'm 25 years old.
We way past the age
How
of
you
accountability. All praises to the Most High.
How you doing?
I can't complain. You know, I'm blessed. You know, how about you? How you doing tonight?
Real good.
Real good, huh? What you want? If you could have anything right now, what would it be?
Um, uh, Brother
Honestly,
Bronze. Sims Games.
what kind of game?
Sims Games.
Okay. Send it to me.
Brother Bronze said send it to him.
Take a picture of it or send me a link or something to the email address.
Am I in trouble?
John Brother Brown, she can do that. She can take a part of that. She can take a part of that.
All praises. And
But Brother Brown's gonna,
I'll see what that is. And
yes, sir. Yes, Brother Brown.
right,
Continuing on with the last.
And how the
Yes,
other
sir.
two do the same.
Oh, if y'all hear that, Brother Brown say whatever y'all want, y'all put it in the email and let him know. You know.
Yeah.
Now, Brother Brown, I have a 4-year-old here. She want to introduce herself too. So I ain't gonna let her just introduce herself. Tell Brother Brown your name. What's your name there?
Truth.
Say it a little louder than that. Next time you say Shalom for us, okay? Shalom, Brother Brown. Say Shalom, Brother Brown.
Ah.
All praises to the Most High.
Yeah. It's just a time.
Yeah, that's what it's about.
But yeah. Also, too, Brother Brown, on just to recap, of the last caller, Sister Naomi, I think it was. You know, we reach out, and I reach out to my former country itself. You know, the Bahamas, and I have a few folks come down there who I reach out to, give the conference, call and put them on game of what's going on with this nugget on this platform, and they basically have the same mindset that they want a number to be connected. But I tell them everything is in the incubation stages. We all pray together. We'll be up and running. We'll have that connection where everyone could dial in from wherever. So I just thanking the Most High, thanking you first of all for the platform to be able to speak your mind. And they basically have been a part of the former. They've been a part of Passover, and they know exactly who you are. We've been sending music. You're universal now. You're international too. And on behalf of my wife, who is the word, Sister Trace. She always listening too. She might not say anything because of weight, but she always tune in. So we just saying glory and honor just for the nuggets that you always drop.
Yeah. All praises to the Most High.
It ain't all about always having something to say. Sometimes it's good to just fall back. That's my favorite word, fall back and just, let the Spirit just take you where you want to. And sometimes your word of wisdom, scriptures, sometimes the other call in. The other saints that call in, it'll be beneficial just to read some of the chats itself, scriptures, and it's basically just a blessing. Brother Barnes, just a blessing. I truly say it's a blessing. I know you email us back, and I know we were supposed to get in and contact with you with basically just getting them flyers so we could take to the streets and just continue to use our talent, so to speak. So the kids is the intricate part of that too, because by leaving the formal, we basically wanted it to fill that gap, and we see what the Most High doing just through this I am. It creating a whole lot of dialogue where we could talk and reflect and fill in the gaps what need to be filled spiritually and biblically and connection. So All praises to the Most High.
Hmm. All praises to the Most High. Uh, you
Yeah.
never cease to amaze me. You know what I'm saying? Every time you chime in, it's blessed. And it's like I never know what to expect coming from you, but I know it's gonna be blessed. I know it's gonna lift me up, and man, it's just really
I,
it's just really nice, to hear your voice, man, and the family and everybody.
so I give you that spirit of observation just to hear and observe things and just listen, from so other than Ban, Yashirada, just the children of Israel, the ones were basically just getting fed, unled, having that courage, having that motivation where, like I say, from the first time I called and rain on pause no more, Brother Bronze. We could speak our minds and basically it clears up, almost sometimes when people used to go to like say you go to a counselor or some type of shrink, they listening to you and you just expressing yourself, and you touch so much different lives out here from past, former music industry, all walks of life, and to be able to just hear you, just let the Most High just use you in so much different ways that it ignites us, it continue to direct us and correct us, and then it continue to flow and divert us to that beautiful music from other artists or yourself, because you have never big up yourself where, you were always selfless when it comes to your music. It was never about you. So with these kids, them being a part of this and knowing that they have somewhere where they could smile and they could identify with you from the past, even may God be the glory for even your 8 kids, it's a blessing to be underneath a laborer like yourself, who is not only saying it, but actually walking the walk, not only talking the talk. So may God be the glory. Great things he have done and will continue to do for us. All blessings to Sister Marv, hopefully, the other callers that call in, the females and the males, all of us, we'll get together, it's a time. Everything is in God's plan, and like you said, it's just about timing and just jumping off and just basically throw everything to the foot of the cross or to the Most High. Let him sort it out for you, and I just want to thank you just again for that. Sometimes you sit back and we listen to some of the calls. Sometimes you may be listening but don't want to chime in, and sometimes what you might want to express within yourself, a caller talking to you, you want to hit that door, you want to hit that dialogue so right that, hey, questions answer, expressions, you know what I mean, felt, and like we say, we can transcend this love and we can carry this love. That's what it is. That's what Christ did when he came here, and you continue from your experience to ignite that. So only thing I could do is basically continue to carry that through to these kids, let them continue to be a part of something so great where you showing us by your actions. It was never about you. You know what I mean? It's about the Most High. And whoever I come in contact with, I don't care who it is, I just continue to just let that light shine, no matter which island it is, no matter who it is, because the word is spread and is continuing to be spread in the 4 corners. And this is one of the platforms where basically it is being omitted and transcended on a more, on a realer level, where basically all of the flamboyancy and all of the distractions is out the door. You give us those scriptures, we could turn back, we could reflect back, because when life gets us down, so to speak, not saying that we haven't done it ourselves, but knowing that through music, through expression, through art itself, through mind, through just the peace, just the love that transcends. You know, I was always told by my parents growing up in the islands in the Bahamas that love transcends no boundary and covers a multitude of sin. And to hear you just continue to ignite and to promote that peace and that love in the callers them when they call, you know, we harmonize and we be smiling, you know, free in our heart, you know, joyful in our heart, just to listen, just to fall back and just to know that it's a few that's real and righteous on this road. You know, I mean to be long-winded, Brother Bronze, but you bring that excitement, you know, you bring that flair for what is righteous, you know, what will stand up and what will stand out. And these kids still here listening to me, and I hope this be a starting of, you know, their effort, their motivation, you know, their meaning that they know that, hey, Brother Bonds, allow me to just basically be me, and I could take off from this. I could listen to his music now with the biggest, you know, expression in my heart of love and identify. You know, we could put the lives together with the music also, as we've been doing.
Mm.
You know, and shout out to all the artists. I mean, all the artists, man. Shout out from your beginnings itself. You know, just listening to you sometimes when you go back in time and you show us and you tell us and you express us your walk, and it comes back. You know, and the callers them, they intertwine and they interact with you, and you know, everybody harmonizes. It's a beautiful thing. You know, me coming from the Caribbean, like I tell you before, you know, Isaac Benjamin from the Bahamas. You know, that's West Indies, that's Jamaica. You know, itself. So it's a beautiful thing to know he was one of the 12 tribes. You know, and to know that basically, no matter where we are, God could reach us, and you have done that and show us that. I think it was the first live you did or the second live. You made it clear. You cleared up something so clear. I think it was. I can't remember the exact words verbatim, but I know you wasn't. The expression was you wasn't running nowhere. You know, God can take care of you right where you are, and I feel as though that's the mindset of a whole lot of persons in the JOCC. You know, you there because you were told when it's time to go, they was going to cover you, they was going to take care of you, they had something to do. But we all know you made that so clear when you said, hey, I ain't looking to run nowhere. I be right here. And I feel it's that filled me up, you know, and I show a whole lot of other persons who basically had a question mark there, but the former could listen and could fill in, could fill that in. You know, so to speak. You know, don't fall for the okie doke, don't fall for the bananas and the tailpipe, so to speak. You know, let the righteous let the righteous just stay righteous. You know, but that's just how it is. You know, this platform will ignite you and encourage you to get it right, to be reflect on what was said spiritually. It is not disrespectful. You know, it is a piece where you don't have to feel ashamed. You know, nobody is being degraded. You know, and just that warmness, just that love itself again. Just how the great I am express himself. You know, we get that here from two to two. Listen, I know just listening to the sisters and the brothers and the wife. You know, just falling back and just loving. Like you said, you know, the ambience is just so beautiful when the Most High is a part of that. You know, and I think right now, Brother Bronze, I can just cut this short because I always feel as though I don't want to be long-winded where other persons them might have some things to say, you know, and they just want to get it out, you know, just to share that with you. But you have been a light, man. You have been a light to not only me, not only the wife, you know, but a whole lot of us who may not have that voice to want to say something right now, but I sure a whole lot of them listening. They listening, you know, and you know, it's just coming out, but you know, in a short time, the Most High is going to give us not what we want, but what we need. You know, and I just thank him for you, man. I just thank him for the callers that call in. Thank him for their families, you know, whatever they're going through. You know, their shortcomings, you know, they're overcoming whatever it is. That voice they needed, that satisfaction in the body itself. The word became flesh in you, and you transcend that to us. You share that with us. You know, as Christ said, I've never called you a servant, but I've called you a friend, because everything I was taught and given, I share that with you.
Right.
And the music, you know, and the music itself, Brother Bronze, just take us to a next place, to a different place. Just take us there. So, Ahaya Bashim Mishai, the Mashak, for Wakadash, for all the callers, for all the listeners, for all the love that has already been given and appreciated. Brother Bronze, we say the water, and the water Abba for everything.
Yeah. Man. Praise the Most High. You know, it's always blessed to hear you speak. And, you know, to hear your heart, brother.
God.
You know, it's a beautiful.
Likewise, Brother Bronze. Likewise.
Yeah, it's a beautiful heart, man. And I wish everybody felt like you, man. And everybody was able to speak their heart like you, you know, when it's inside of you, it can come out. You know, we can't draw blood out of a rock. You know, but if it's in there, you can draw it out if it's in there. You know, and that's what our mission is. We trying to put it in there. We trying to put the love in hearts. You know, because it ain't too much that can get you down when you fly high on this love. And that's what's wrong with our people a lot is, you haven't adopted the love, you know. And I was telling us at the beach that when I adopted the love, it made righteousness easy. You don't have to wrestle. You don't have to wrestle with all your mishaps and your blemishes and your shortcomings and things. You don't gotta wrestle with that stuff. I know how that feels too. You know, I did a lot of that physically too. You know, like I went through some crazy stuff, to give up certain habits and things like that. And I fought tooth and nail with that. I laid in the bed and I sweated like Pookie on New Jack City with that, with a lot of things. But when I adopted the love, so many things just became easy. It wasn't a struggle. A lot of it, I didn't even have to do any work in that. I just looked up and it was gone, Like, whoa, I haven't done this or that and the other. I haven't done this in 90 days,
and
to
the Most High.
It's the love, y'all. Your father, you're going to your father, and he's asking you for you're asking him for all kind of stuff, and all he's saying back is like, well, love your brother. That's what he wants. He wants us to love each other. So many sins are automatically eliminated when we love our brother. He told us the whole law, all of that is cut down to 2. Love the Most High with all your heart and love your neighbor as yourself. Stop hurting each other. That's 89% of the law. Stop hurting each other. Stop lying to each other. When you love your brother, you're not going to lie to him. When you love him, you're not going to hurt his feelings. When you love him, you're not going to look at his wife, right? When you love him, you're not going to mistreat his children behind his back, right? When you love him, think if no evil, you're not going to think any left-wing thought in your mind about your brother. It don't matter if you never say it or do it. If you thought it, you violate it. If you thought it in your mind, right? It sounds impossible, huh? They're listening to that and they're saying, man, my thoughts. Like, man, I can't control the thought. Yes, you can. Love. You love your brother and watch how you flush any ill out. It does no ill to his neighbor. Right?
So true, brother Braun. So true.
Yeah, that's what I'm on. Love. And that's what the Most High wants us to do. And I loved the love. And it got me sucked out of this earth and taken to a place. Y'all see this picture on this YouTube right here? That's where I went, y'all. That's that wall that I was flying into. But when you get up in that, you see that it's a whole itty bitty souls. Right? That looked like the sky to me. The center of that picture, it was big as the sky. I thought I was flying toward a wall. But that's it though, y'all. And you see it get thinner as it spreads out. Those are souls, y'all.
Wow.
All praise to the Most High. That's the love realm that you look. That is the love realm that you're looking at on this screen right now. If you're on the internet.
Wow, that's a beautiful thing, brother Braun. Wow.
That's
beautiful.
Love is a place, fam. I chose it and I proved myself to it, and it chose me back.
Wow.
And I got sucked out of this earth for a brief moment. And man, that's all I'm back here to preach. And guess what? Guess what is deep in love? Food. Food. Very deep in love. You're not going to sneak starch in something if you love your brother. Starch is an attack, y'all. That white granulated sugar is an attack.
Did you hear that?
That's an attack.
Oh, you hearing that? Wow.
And everything that it comes in, it's an attack. We ever seen The Fly?
Sure, loving that.
You ever seen The Fly? That old movie?
The movie?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes, sir. Jeff Goldblum, yes, sir.
Where the man had the machine, and the fly got in the machine.
Yes, sir.
The fly got in the machine with him and started turning him into a fly.
Yes, brother Braun. Jeff Goldblum, yes, sir.
Starch is that fly that made its way into the machine and tainted everything and messed everything up.
Ain't no love in that, brother Braun. Wow.
You're always going to get that. When man creates something, there's going to be a byproduct. And starch is that byproduct. It's that one thing that the Most High is not going to do to us. Yeah, but food is love.
God.
The hands that make it, man, when they get in that kitchen and they cook, I understand that like I never did when they say love is in this food or love was put into this, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is what it's talking about.
That's Brother Bronze. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't want to be long-winded either. Y'all know I catch a wind and I will just
Brother
go.
Bronze. But Brother Bronze, what's so awesome is the fact that you break it down and you share it for the ones who basically, they cycling out there, wanting to get that charge, that motivation, that experience, to be electrified by that ambience itself spiritually, to know that, hey, I going through something. I don't know how to process it, how to break it down. But when they tune into you, Brother Braun, that's like me, you know. When we tune into you, and I show up some of the other callers, and time will tell. It's nothing wasted over here. Nothing wasted. From the lives, from you started, nothing wasted. So, it's a basically goes under what you said, and it comes full circle. It's the love,
Mm-hmm.
just to share it. Yeah, just to share it, just to organically share that.
Yeah.
What you experience, just to share that. We feel of that. That's almost like basically when Ishaya did that 2 fishes and 5 loaves, 5 fishes and 2 loaves, and he break that and he multiply that. We sometimes when you call in, you already be going through some things, but you on that walk anyway, that spiritual walk. You have an idea of what you need, but you don't know sometimes how to get there. So when you hit an episode, and you hear you, hold up. The Most High speaking this message to Brother Braun. I getting this. You in the mirror, in the bathroom, trying to prepare yourself. You in a stalemate. You giving thanks to the Most High, and all of a sudden you turn on the lights and hear the same nuggets that you need to get past. Or took a nap. Hear Brother Braun's talking about it, and all you could say is, all praises to the Most High, Abba Father for everything. Because So that's a blessing, and I would like to, like anybody else who listening and who on this truth, like to encourage you, Brother Braun. Whether you long-winded or not, just encourage, because there's always something there for the saints, for us. Me today, you tomorrow. Sometimes you be filled and energized by some of the audience on the chat itself, because you give. So I'm sure the Most High can put it well. It's a two-way street. You motivate us through His word. The word become flesh. Just experiences. If He made us in the predestination of His word, that means if He doesn't Son here on our hand, and naturally He know right now we would have been doing this radio, this live, this I am, this platform. There's so much more kids, there's so much more saints who will have to catch themselves when they leave the formal. And we're going to be right here to just welcome them and say, we love you. We love you, and we right here waiting on you. Up in arms and open arms, and you've given us that whole ideology itself, that love, that comfort zone to continue to share. What is it? Listen, cut off. You cut off?